All right, it's coming.
I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Judge Brown,
Yes, ma'am.
is there a meeting password? The jail said they can't join because they don't know the password. Do you know how to obtain that?
Now, Courtney, the email you sent me didn't require a password.
It does?
It did not.
Oh, it did
No.
not.
No,
Because I had that problem this morning.
I was
Mr.
just,
Just
I
click
was
on-
able to click on the link, Courtney, from the email you sent me. So if you can forward the same thing that you sent to me to the jail, that one does not require it. You just click on the link.
Okay, stand by.
All right. So I'm going to. All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Judge Richard Brown. This is Clayton County Magistrate Court bond hearing calendar for June 19th, 2020. I apologize for the delay. We're standing by for the jail to have the individuals available. So that's our momentary delay. That should be corrected shortly. But I will go on and let you know that this is a bond hearing calendar for Superior Court bonds, meaning those charged with felonies, serious felonies. And I'm sitting by designation as a Superior Court judge for the purpose of making determination on the Superior Court bonds. The calendar itself originally had more than a few names on it as far as scheduled bond hearings. But as the week worked its way out, individuals were able to get out on bond or have a consent bond, which means the attorneys were able to negotiate something with the district attorney, and they were able to have a bond that everybody felt was appropriate, and that person has since been given that bond or made bond. So therefore, the calendar that had quite a few cases, now this morning, we only have 3 cases on this morning's calendar. So I share this with you in case you may be expecting or anticipating the court to hear a case that person has already received a bond. The only 3 cases on this morning's calendar will be State of Georgia versus Namias Darnell Dennis. And that person is represented by Assistant Public Defender Nelson Rhodes. The other person, the second person, will be State of Georgia versus Kurt Pierce. And that person is also represented by Assistant Public Defender Nelson Rhodes. And the third person is State of Georgia versus Jennifer Welch, represented by Attorney Christopher Toles. Those are the 3 cases on today's calendar that we will hear as soon as we get the jail is able to access the Zoom. And so I wanted to come on. I don't know, I hope it'll be within the next few minutes. But since you've already been waiting past 30 minutes, I wanted to just let the public know that we do value your time. We do appreciate, and I know your loved ones appreciate you joining in to support. So we do apologize for the inconvenience. So right now, I'm going to go off of the screen. We will, when I come back on and once the jail has access, we will proceed with first with the case of on Miss Welch would be the first one with Attorney Toles. And then the second one, did we say, well, the second one should be Pierce, is that right, Attorney Freeman?
Well, Your Honor, it just depends. We were, I guess, Mr. Rose needs to speak with Mr. Pierce. And so if we could
Oh,
do
I see.
the
I
other
get
two cases first and then let Pierce go last, just in case we need to leave the meeting for Mr. Rose to have that confidential meeting with Mr. Pierce.
All right, well, maybe we should do that while we're waiting. Would that be something you could do before could you do that while we're waiting, Attorney Rhodes? Or you would need to wait until after there's some discussion?
No, I can do it at any time.
Okay. Well, I think since we have time and since Judge George might be needing to hear the case on Dennis, I'd hate to be back and forth with her. So let's go ahead and allow Attorney Rhodes to have that dialogue with Mr. Pierce. And we'll come back on, and definitely by then we should be ready to go with everything. Also, let me just say, I forgot to introduce representing the state, Assistant District Attorney Cheryl Freeman. She will be handling the cases on behalf of the District Attorney's Office, just so she can be identified. And, so with that, I'm gonna do, still don't see the jail up. So let's see, the time I have now is 8:42. Ms. Simons, anything from the jail?
They are having difficulty joining. They said that they have to have a password. Whatever terminal they use to join is different than a regular Zoom terminal, is what they explained to me. So they require a member or a user ID and password to join rather than just clicking the link. I don't know how to get the password.
Okay.
They said they're going to try to do it through the link, but she's supposed to be calling me back any minute.
Okay, can we contact IT and let them know that whoever they need to speak to over there, they need to start talking?
I believe they are. I think they have their own IT person in the jail.
Okay, well, their IT and our IT need to be talking. Yeah, let's see if we can hook them up, because I'm going to say that we're going to delay this to 9 o'clock. And by then I hope that we can start.
Judge,
So,
when you set up the meeting, did you get any information about a password? Because you're the only one who would get it because you're the host.
oh, you know what?
But don't say it over the screen because we're on.
I know. I got you. I got you. Okay. I'm going to go off, and Courtney, I'll call you. I know what the problem is.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Make sure you take us off of YouTube.
Yeah, make sure you keep me posted on these things. I will. Let me see if I can get back.